So, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Dragon Age Origins here with Kide and Bruska. So, let's just head on, let's get going. So, we shall indeed gather a party. This time around, we will take Alistair,
Yes.
Okren, and Morrigan.
Indeed.
And we shall be heading to the Lake Gallenhat docks, see if we can find the dwarven girl that our friend Okren was talking about and was interested in. Let's see about this one. Okay. Nothing special over that way for sure. I don't think I have anything for the Mages Collective at this point. Actually, I have new quests. Did I just not decide to take them, or I did not notice them, or... I don't know. Okay, Mages Collective, Lake Gallenhat. Thai Prater's Killer. My worst fears have been realized. A band of devilish maleficarum are performing their profane rituals within close proximity of my own sanctum. This cannot stand. I, Jupasto, charge he who accepts this request to destroy the fiends before their evil brings unwanted attention from either Templars or demons to my back door. Not gonna go to the Brecelian forest for a while anyways, but I guess that's fine. Devilis Maleficarum, and I don't know what this guy is, what does he then do, but I guess that's fine. I think I was wondering about this before too, that would I accept this quest or not? Either Templars or demons, of course, yeah. If they're doing something really bad, it's better to deal with them, I feel like. The notice of termination. There comes a time in each young mage's life that he must strike forth from beneath the shadow of his mentor. For my 3 young and unremarkable apprentices, the time is now. He who accepts this calling takes it upon himself to deliver documents of congratulations to my apprentices, who will no doubt be uninformed as to the content of the missive. The apprentices' names are Starik, Alina, and Shet. I have clearly sent them away from my abode so that they may receive this information in a public place, thus guaranteeing the safety of my willing courier. You will find 2 of them in Denerium, and the other is procuring a slightly rarer item from Orzammar, and be sensitive. I would not wish harm upon their delicate feelings. It feels like he wants them to go and like they need to strike on their own from the shadow of their mentor and stuff, but then very weird text, so I assume they wouldn't be the happiest about it, but I guess we can do this. I'm kind of surprised we don't have this, but maybe indeed this were just not available a while ago. One is in Orzammar though, so I do need to try to remember that. Try to find it, that person in Orzammar, and a couple are in Denerim. Places of power. Hear me and obey, my power waning. I, Crepulash, the epithet, require reconnection to the mystic places I have left behind. You, the bearer of this note, shall travel to these places and trace upon them my personal cliffs, claiming their eldritch energies for my own. I don't know about the eldritch energies, doesn't sound good. We'll come upon sites of mystic power in the ancient places of the world, the Brecelian forest, the deep roads, the heart of Denerim, and near the base of the Circle Tower. Okay. Hear me and obey. Should I really do this? Maybe that's a little bit... That seems a little bit questionable. More so. So this is how the letter of termination says. My dear apprentice, I have sent this courier with this note to officially end your period of apprenticeship. I harbor you no ill will, for despite your complete incompetence, you have failed to do lasting harm to myself or my work. Sadly, I will not have a chance to witness your floundering attempts at improvement. When you return from your current errand, your apprenticeship will be over. Now hurry, I have dire need of the supplies I sent you to procure. Sincerely, the Maester Estar. Not the nicest guy, but I guess it's up to him if he wants to have someone to work for him or not. I kinda wonder about that power location stuff. That seems the most iffy, to go and try to be claiming power locations to some weird
There she
person.
is. I'm gonna go talk to her. Look, you gotta back me up here. Got it?
I'll try my best. What do you mean, back you up?
Just follow my lead, you know?
I'll try my best, I guess. Well, I could... Well, let me talk to her first. She might be married now.
Hadn't thought of that. Find out how much she misses old Ogren or who I have to kill, and then I'll go sweep her off her feet. That's me, Mr. Charm.
Right. I can be sure of that. I'll check with her, though. Might as well. Hello, Felsi.
What can I get for you? And don't say mead. We ran out of that a week ago. And don't say rum, either. Ran out the day before yesterday. And don't say brandy.
So, what can you have? When did you run out of brandy, then?
Oh, we haven't yet. It's just terrible. We got it from a shady Orlesian trader, and I think it might really be turpentine.
Felsi! I need tables clean, girl!
I've got a customer!
So, are you seeing anyone? What's a dwarf doing working in a bar in Lottering?
Same as I'd be doing anywhere, earning coin. My mother lives here. Someone's got to take care of the old Bronto.
Then, I'm a friend of Okran's. You don't happen to know a fellow named Okran, do you?
Ugh, did you have to bring his name up? I just ate.
What happened between you two?
What happened? Is that a serious question? Have you met Ogren? He got drunk. Drunker than usual, even. Took off his pants and challenged a roast nug to a wrestling match at my father's funeral. He lost, by the way. The roast got him in an arm lock. He sat there crying for half an hour before someone pulled it off him.
That sounds indeed quite something. How did he lose to a piece of meat?
It was a sodding good roast.
Felsi, what in Andraste's name are you doing? The tables, girl!
All right! I've got to get back to work.
Alright, Okran.
Well, what does she say?
She hasn't exactly forgiven you for the knock incident.
Ah, that fight was rigged. Anyway, the guard said it wasn't worth pressing charges, so she's no call to hold a grudge. Did she say anything else?
Well, I didn't get any other information. Go get her then, I guess.
Just be ready to pry her off when she throws herself at me. We don't want to make a scene here. Well, don't pry her off me too soon. I mean, a little scene's all right. Are you sure you're not a baker? 'Cause you got a sodding nice set of buns.
Well, look what the nug dragged in. I should have known you were in the neighborhood, by the stench. What are you doing here?
Just trying to kick back with a pint. Fighting Darkspawn's a lot of sodding work, you know?
You're fighting Darkspawn?
Yes, he is. No. This man took on an army of golems almost single-handed. Half-truth maybe? There was the rest of us there too, but he was fighting the golems too. But that's of course not true. But also this is a kind of going kind of far, gotta say. This man took an army of golems almost single-handedly, yes. I feel bad if I don't say anything.
It was a bit of pain, but it was a personal favor for the King of Orzammar, you understand?
The whole surface to choose from, and you just happened to come to my tavern?
Well,
He was looking for you, actually.
you know, I was thinking about our days together back in Orzammar.
Oh, so you mean you didn't find another girl willing to put up with you pissing on the table? I'm shocked.
It's a sign of affection.
Whisper to her. Tell her you've been thinking of her.
I've been thinking about you, Felsi.
What do you want, Ogren?
Nothing. Just thought I'd see how you were doing is all. Well, maybe that and grease up the Bronto, if you know what I mean.
Well, you've seen me. You'll have to go back to Orzammar for the Bronto.
Admit it, Okran is much more fun than the men around here. Totally. Well, he is fun.
If by fun you mean more likely to light farts on fire, yes.
Oh well, it's been fun, Felsi. But I better go.
Don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out. Actually, who am I kidding? Go ahead and let it. Indulge yourself.
Oh well. I don't know if I could have done much better into that though.
Just take that duster out of here. I don't want to look at him.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh well. Didn't work out as nicely as could have been hoping for. This was just a random chest with some clothes. Not gonna take those. Yeah, you guys can actually follow me now again. But alright, yeah, that didn't go exactly as well as could have been hoped. That's something we can say. There's a landmark boat for our friend, as in Doki. There was supposed to be a power place in here, but after all, I didn't accept that quest, and I don't know. That seems like the weirdest of those that were there. I do kind of wonder if I should visit Redcliffe and see if there's some new of the other type of quests. I guess I could quickly. Just see if there's some other quests, and if there's not, that's totally fine. From there, anyways, then to go to the camping place and then visit Flemet. Let's see if there's anything interesting with this, whatever encounter we have. There is something. Oh.
Concentrate,
Mages.
like we practiced. Now, fire!
That is a lot of guys you're firing upon, though. Do I have to say that? Okran, run too. Can we now try to do something into here? I don't know about that.
I see.
Stay here. Go there. Okran, you can go there too. We go after these guys who are going against these mages. And just stop that guy, mayhaps.
Here I am.
Why are you coming this way? I asked you to go that way.
And I'm off.
Do this against this guy. Don't need to go there when there's kind of a lot of enemies over there. Herlock over there. Let's actually go there with you. You guys just come here, wait for this guy to come a little bit closer mayhaps. And you can also try to rather shoot at this guy.
Let's do this quickly, shall we?
Easy peasy. With the mages it's pretty easy. The one of the mages did die though. One of the apprentices wished that I wouldn't have let him die, but they just somehow went from that direction. That's a shame, though. That's a shame.
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe.
As in one of them.
The first enchanter says you need every able-bodied mage for the war. They're young, but capable enough, as you saw.
And one of them is dead. So that's kind of the sad realization about this all, and one of them is also dead.
Teachings, we'll be safe.
You say that after one of you died, so I don't know about that safety. you're talking about, but sure, totally. Extreme safety.
And I'm off.
Just died pretty fast. Sad thing, but what can she do? Happens. Oh well, we'll continue on our way. We will indeed just go and deal with that situation, then again go to another place, but let's just check if there was more in that, it was like the Chantry's quest board, right? The other one. I have taken a lot of quests from there, but I could check quickly if there's anything new. I don't know what's the timetable when there's something new, usually speaking, but it's at least not that long of a trip to go and visit there quickly. At least this place is, for the moment and time being, safe. So, that's alright. No quests.
The deep dark before dawn's first light seems eternal.
And no quests from you guys either.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
It's kind of a good thing. I think those other ones already were available before after all, but I just didn't accept them. But they weren't really that bad. The termination is a little bit weird. The other one seems actually pretty good to get some mages dealt with who are really dangerous in one way or another, and then the last one, which I didn't still accept, was the Places of Power, which does seem a little bit, why would we want to be giving some Places of Power to some mage that we don't know if they're good or bad? And they didn't seem very good from the text that they were writing, so didn't seem the best. But we do need to kind of go and visit the campsite quickly, and then we'll be on our way in just a moment. Alright, I guess there's nothing else we need to do here exactly. I guess I could quickly check how Okren is feeling. Didn't quite go as well as he might have hoped.
That could have gone better.
It could have. You could try again.
Why bother? Once this blight thing's taken care of, the ladies will be all over me like flies on a corpse. Might as well rest up while I can. You ready to go?
Sure. Well, I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
Okay.
Alright. Alright then.
We'll talk more later. I'm sorry about the lady. That didn't quite work out, did it? This will be anyways then a tough battle, so... I'm not sure about this. We will obviously have won, because, well... Obviously not Morrigan doesn't want to go here, which is understandable, considering the situation. All the way to Flemeth's hut. Let's save. No level ups for Rune. Okay. Alright. I guess we just better try to do it. I probably will die in the process. Because it's not that easy. Having more that you could shoot would be also nice, but I don't. So, we'll go with what we have. And see how we can do. Hello, Flemeth.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
I should dance to your tune instead then.
Why dance at all? Why not sing? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time?
She knows how you extend your unnatural lifespan.
That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
I would like to know the truth, yes. But I would assume the truth is still what Morrigan has told us. That's my assumption. But I would like to know more first, but It's not true that I just want the truth, because I assume that we do need to kill her. Definitely not this one, that I have no choice. Because we could just deal with the situations with Morrigan and then, well, whatever happens to Morrigan afterwards, well, who cares then, eh? If it would just be for this reason. And I don't really care what she proposes. But this is kind of extremely ruthless. But I guess I will at least ask if she has something that she would like to tell me first, then by all means, tell me the truth.
The truth, she says, as if it were nothing. No, no. Far better the lie. Far better the comfort of blankets and shadows and a mother's love. Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
And what would happen to you in this case?
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
Enlightening what she would do with her freedom. Sure, if you would just and only, with guarantee, only watch, if I could get that sort of a promise out of you. But if there is a risk that at some point you will go after Morrigan and try to take her over, so that she will lose all that freedom, well, I can't have that. So no, forget it.
Shame. What will it be then?
I'll take the grimoire for myself. Definitely no. So now you die.
It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps.
Thank the ancestors. Another minute of her cackling and I'd be heaving up breakfast.
Come. She will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okran approves at least, when we ended at least the discussion that early on. Then could you just run into here, mayhaps? Let's at least mark her. What were your options? Indomitable, probably. In control of the battle, yet gaining slight increase to attack damage. Immune to stun or knockdown effects on the duration of this mode. I think that's gonna be important in this situation. Because these guys are quite frustrating after all. How close do we have to go for the Mark of Death, really? Kinda ridiculously close, I gotta say. Okay, go to stealth. Let's give a life ward for Okran, mayhaps. Not high enough stealth rank. Well, that's a shame. That is definitely a shame. The less people affected by that, the better. So you have that, of course. Heroic defense. That doesn't matter that much though. So and let's give some haste. Resisted, but stunned. Understandable. You might as well try that, even though it's unlikely to work out very well. Okay, so... not the best of circumstances. At least a little bit of regeneration for Okren. We have started out well, at least, I would say. I could just do a little bit of a group heal, or just do straight up some healing.
Stand still!
Take a little health bottleless.
If you insist.
Some more healing, mayhaps. Take already a stamina potion, or mana potion rather. We have done a good amount of damage, however. Alistair, I would assume, doesn't have that on anymore, nope. So let's give that to Alistair.
Ready.
You take a health bottleless, or maybe just a lesser bottleless for now. And then you will heal everyone a little bit. Take an artillerium potion. You will need a lot of healing potions. Let's see if your taunt would work so that she would actually turn towards you. That would be kind of nice. Because right now, she's being a pain towards me. Just a little bit. Let's try to run a little bit away. Let's give us a life ward. I don't have a bow equipped, which is fine. Fine enough.
Going.
Okay. Not too bad though. Less than half health anymore at least, so that's something. This was definitely in the Indomitable, quite important though, I'd say. Final blow, not really very good against an enemy like this. You don't have much that you could do, which is quite understandable. You at least had this for a little bit. Use another one. Let's deactivate that, otherwise it's just gonna be using more and more of it all the time. Let's skip that. Do that as well, mayhaps. A deadly strike, maybe it could be doing something nice. You're actually going very, very low health. Just a teeny tiny bit more healing. Oh well. Don't like the fact that he's biting at me. Definitely don't like it, but I don't think I can really do anything about this situation. We don't really have even stamina left anymore to try to stun them. Well, I can try this, I guess, but unlikely to work out fast enough. Indeed, very unlikely. Now then. I would like to revive myself. Sadly, also Okren died, which I do not like.
Going. All right.
Not much we can do about those situations. Give Alistair some extra regeneration. Not much we can do in there. Oh yeah, now Got also Alistair like that. That's very, very, very bad. I highly doubt we can save Alistair anymore. It's the problem when they just decide to go and bite like that. Oh, Alistair actually somehow survived from that. That's extremely good. Without Alistair, I don't think we could survive after all at the end of this. Kill me. Flemeth almost down. Just use one more Lyrian potion, I mean. Even she got stunned from that roar. Nice job, Alistair. Let's just see that.
You need help?
And Flemeth is brought down. Flemeth Dragon. Ogren also got back up. Quest. Codex updated. So, Flemeth, you are a guide to do nothing in list of all believe. Ages ago, legend says, Span Gonobar took to five a beautiful young woman who harbored a secret talent for magic. Flemeth of High Ever. And for a time they lived happily until the arrival of a young poet, Osen, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the Kashacian tribes for help and hid from Gonobar's Thrad in the wilds until word came to them that Gonobar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one final time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap. Gonobar killed Osen and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked spells to summon a spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination. A twisted, maddened creature, she slaughtered Gonobar and all his men and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted stealing men from the Chasing to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Kokari witches led an army of Chasing from the wilds strike at Almari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say. But even now the wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the march, and she and her daughter steal those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of Tower Ishal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. She was slain at Morrigan's behest, at least, apparently. At least maybe it damaged her a little bit. Of course, Morrigan's story that Flemeth has told to her is also, I think, slightly different from that, but nonetheless, who knows what exactly is the truth there, and how long Flemeth would be dead or not be dead. That remains to be seen. And Flemeth's Grimoire, an old but lovingly cared for book, bound in letter of questionable origin. The baity smell of herbs and wood smoke, intricate stitches on the cover marks out a leafless tree, strangely ominous in its dark appearance. And then robes of possession for Morrigan. I think those will be good for her though. Okay, but that's done then. At least we managed to do this. I was a little bit scared of this, especially because three of us are melee fighters, but it went alright. Not amazingly. We did have to use a lot of Lyrian potion. Maybe not as much if I didn't use haste, but didn't really feel right not to use haste. So let's return to the party camp and let's talk to Morrigan especially. After all, we got the thing she wanted. Morrigan, where are ye? There you go.
Mother's real grimoire, is it? I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks for retrieving it. I shall begin studying it immediately and unlock the power that it holds.
Yay. Quest completed, skill acquired. plot things. Moderate magic passive. Also, we indeed do have the better armor now, for sure, or better robes for Morrigan. I'm pretty certain at least that they would be a lot better. After all, I haven't changed her robes for quite of a bit. So a lot more magic, actual some defense, some spell resistance, and more cold resistance. Only one thing bad, which is the -1 willpower, but just better. So yes. Yes, please. I would like to use that. Okay, so that is done at least. That is definitely done. What about you? Have you thought about it
It
yet?
speaks. It doesn't have better things to do.
Probably I do. So, you're a female. I had no idea. I guess we can go with that. We did for certainty learn it now. So you're a female.
I did not think it needed to be said. It has never told me what gender it is, has it?
Because it's, so to speak, obvious from us. As in, actual living things. I am female.
Good for it. I am sure that to other creatures as soft and weak as itself, that would be perfectly obvious.
Yes.
The truth is that whatever gender I was is irrelevant now. I am a golem. I have no gender. It will not become an issue.
Why would it? Are we gonna fight over the same man? That's just silly. Well, we are both originally dwarf women, sure, but like seriously, no, not at all, no.
Good. Let us leave it at that.
How would it?
Now, let us crush something soft and watch it fountain blood. That is a girlish thing to want to do, yes?
Extremely. Maybe I should have said the do we fight over the same guys now? That would have been funny. Well, I should have said it. Well, I didn't. What can she do? Didn't do it. What about you, Okran?
I got a moment, sure.
Are you sure?
What about?
Don't think there is really
Alright.
anything, but...
Aye, alright then.
What about Sevran, though? Sevran did have a story, at least last time around.
What say you?
I want to discuss something personal.
Again? I'm game.
No. Actually, no.
What
Not
say
that
you?
sort of thing.
By all means.
So, can you tell me more about your adventures?
Again? Well now, what might interest you, I wonder? Shall I describe the stages involved with Lanthrax poisoning? I watched a man go through all 7 once.
Interesting. If you like, certainly.
No, I'll not inflict that upon you just yet. Let's see, how about the largest battle I ever took part in? That would have been the slaughter of Prince Azrin. Did you hear of that down in these parts?
You killed a prince?
Me? Not personally, but I did take part in the attack. Prince Azrin was 4th in line to the throne, you see. He started off as 11th, but worked his way up the old-fashioned method by inheriting control of an entire Crocel from his grandfather. After assassinating his way through the royal family, the king hired 3 other cells to take down Prince Azrin once and for all. I was in one of those cells.
Alright, gotcha. Is this sort of thing common in Antiva?
Antivan royalty is very much bound up in the Crows. You wouldn't want it run by a bunch of commoners, after all, would you? And this means they get involved in politics quite often. This particular fight nearly bankrupted the nation, I understand. It almost ended up putting a Crow on the throne, a commoner. But that's a whole different story. I played a very small part.
Alright. Seems like an odd way to run a country, but on the other hand, Dwarf Ways is weird too. Everything is weird. What did you do?
My part in the entire battle was taken up trying to reach Princess Verina, who had thrown in with her brother. I killed about 11 of her guards personally before I got knocked out of a window. I landed in a river and nearly drowned. I was fished out by some urchins who robbed me blind. Made off with my boots, too. At least they didn't cut my throat. And that was my part in history.
Okay. You got robbed by urchins.
I had to find my way back to the safe house, bruised and naked, and thankful to be alive. But there you go. Tale told. Let's be off before I tell more embarrassing stories, huh?
Sure, let's do that then. That's a little story, at least for us. So I guess today's episode will be a little bit shorter, but after all, we didn't have quite as much to do when we just went and killed. Well, we went around the places, got a couple of quests, and then, well, got Flemet's mother killed, visited here to see Ogren's beloved. Yes, as a beloved she was. And next time, yes, I think we will be indeed heading to village of Haven. And the remote village nestled in the mountains, it's not even marked on most maps. And see where that story will be taking us. If we can find this sacred
You and your friends are formidable
ashes
folk, indeed. It's good to
of-
have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be...
Let's see, do I have something I would like to get rid of? The only problem indeed, have so much stuff. I guess I'll at least get rid of this so we have some more stuff to carry. Can carry a little bit more. The main question then is, should I sell something? It's always a question. To sell something or not to sell something? We do carry a lot, so I will probably get some issues with inventory space at some point, at least on our journey through the next location, but I guess it will be fine. Hopefully not get too much problems in there. Just have a quick peek if there's something I would like from here, but probably not really. Probably not. Firestone harness. Novice slow rune. I could give that as a gift. Just reduce movement speed. Like all these novice ones we could just give as a gift. For the... yeah, sure. I'll give all the novice runes there then. I'll have some use for this money. At least. Sure. All the novice ones I'll buy and go give them for the mages. Why not? Why not? So, circle. All the novice runes that we happen to be carrying about.
You are wise to invest in the effectiveness of your followers.
You're welcome. So 71 things carried, then still quite a bit. But yeah, alright, we'll end here for today, and then next time indeed, to the next bigger location. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you for more next time. Bye bye, till then. To be continued with Kidarusha next time in Dragon Age.